Since the dawn of time, man has searched for the greatest verb. That verb is appreciate. It's an ideal that I try to apply to the people in the world around me. One of the ways I want to show this is through the stewardship of our natural resources. I want to do my part to make the world a better place for future generations. It was during my time volunteering in Shanghai that I really feel like I learned the essence of the word. Before arriving in China, I had spent the previous 3 months on the Adriatic coast of Italy, volunteering with a baseball team, working on the renovation of their baseball field. Things didn't start off quite as well in Shanghai. My host family had been told that I spoke fluent Mandarin, and we had a difficult time communicating in the beginning. My work situation was also a little bit different. I had been under the impression that I would be teaching the parents English and assisting at their design company. In reality, I was teaching their 4-year-old daughter and working as an au pair. Up to this point in my life, I had not had much experience working with kids of this age, and I was unsure as how to approach our time together. So that first month was hard for me, especially having come off such a fun experience in Italy. I was kind of having a tough time just reconciling my expectations with the reality of my situation.
Stay back, beast! I'm gonna wrestle it.
This is not to say that I didn't end up really enjoying my experience, though. I had an honest conversation with myself and kind of reframed my outlook, and this is where I really learned what appreciation means. Everything can't be great all the time, but there's still so much to learn in those tough moments. And to me, it makes it all that much more important to appreciate the good things in life when you find them. Like sharing a meal with the grandfather of my host family, pickled with plenty of baijiu. Even though we couldn't talk, we still found a way to understand one another. 2 of us just sat there, enjoying the other's company, laughing for no dang reason. While my experience may not have been what I had initially hoped for, it did end up providing some of the more profound moments in my life. It's something that stuck with me to this day. What are you doing down there? It's funny, there was one time where they actually sent me to the grocery store to do a little bit of shopping, and the first thing on the list was a pear. And I'm looking around, and apparently I don't know what a pear looks like. At least in China. But to me, that really just kind of summed up how much of a fish out of water I really was. How will I prepare for working in tough terrain, you ask? Having done a number of through hikes already, I have experience living out of a backpack, hiking in backcountry conditions, climbing over fallen timber, and searching water sources out. But Ian, won't it be tough? I'd have to say that whatever work environment you find yourself in, there's always going to be some aspect of your job that is challenging for some reason or another. For me personally, in my current job as a bartender, I find that as an introvert, it can be difficult to be social for that long. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that hiking around in the backcountry in the rain for days on end is something that I already do for fun. And if I can swap that out for the mentally taxing aspect of my job as it stands, I would do it in a heartbeat. My preferred work dynamic? I find that I thrive best in small groups, groups of like 3 to 5 people, or even in pairs. One of the biggest things I've learned in life is that it's always good to have someone to share with, whether you're sharing a conversation or a moment. To specifically reference the workplace, I enjoy small groups because I like to have people to bounce ideas off of. I believe that everyone has something to share, everyone has a different way of seeing the world, and everyone has the ability to have a positive impact upon the people around them. That's why I like working in small groups. Corgi. Almost forgot my boomerang.
Apparently, I don't know what pears look like.